Big Stevie Cool 1872 back again with another video, and we're going to be looking at 5 reasons why Chris Sutton sucks. It is the return of this series. I think it's been a decent wee while since I've made a video about someone sucking, but you know what? Celtic players are not too far away from me making a video about them sucking. I think I've already did Scott Brown and Ange Postecoglou, so make sure you check them out as well. But we've got 5 quick fire reasons. It's Chris Sutton, you know, I could have did 50, but we did 5, right? And so let's dive into it. Reason number 1, he is completely and utterly obsessed with Rangers. Now, I mean, this is an obvious one, but you know what? When it's that obvious, I'm going to have to make it, because at the end of the day, it is an unhealthy obsession. It truly is. Like, 1 in every 2 tweets will be about Rangers, and that's not even an over-exaggeration, guys. I mean, that is literally what we're looking at here. It is a fucking obsession. It truly is. It's the same when it comes to decisions. It will be Rangers that, Rangers this. I mean, it will be like one of them. Like, Man City beat Arsenal, and I'm so he'd tweet something that would just have something to do with Rangers. You know, oh man, he actually gets on my tits with his obsession. It truly is. It could be a game that is just getting no context to either side of Glasgow, and this guy would still, you know, get stuck in about Rangers. You know, and I've no issues with, you know, one side of the fence wanting to, you know, slabber about the other side, but it's when it becomes an unhealthy obsession, you know. Like, see McCoist and Boyd, Celtic fans will hate them, right? But they're never to a level of Chris Sutton where they're obsessed. Like, yeah, Boyd will joke. I think McCoist is probably the one, like, in terms of, like, you know, icons that won't actually, like, he'll say his bit about Celtic, but he won't, you know, completely bury them for the sake of burying them. It is as fair as journalism will go. But with Chris Sutton, like, he just pushes the envelope every time. Never gives Rangers credit for nothing. Never does. Reason number 2, he blew his own World Cup 98 chances because he had a wee fallout with Glenn Hoddle. He got 11 minutes against Cameroon. I was doing my research into sort of a few of these reasons, and I thought rather than just, you know, the generic ones, I'd go out there, I'd push the boot, I'd push the envelope, and he basically got put down to the B team, and he completely spat the dummy with Glenn Hoddle. Now, I mean, in fairness to Chris Sutton, I believe he was top goal scorer in the Premier League at that time, but I mean, if you look at other players, like, you know, you've got like Sheringham, Andy Cole, Dwight York, Alan Shearer. I mean, people will have their debates about who's the best out of the 5 of them. I mean, I think it is brilliantly obvious it's Alan Shearer, but at the end of the day, I mean, I think behind it's a pretty close debate. But, you know, the likes of Les Ferdinand, Paul Merson get fired into the B team, and they actually get called up to the squad. So again, he bottled his only a chance remotely with England to get in. And reason number 3, he is an awful manager. Now, he only had one managerial role / job, and it was with Lincoln. Money imps, as he would say. And I did a bit of research into this. A lot of them actually blame Sutton for their 6 years in the National League. And, you know, I think it says everything. He's had one job, and it was with Lincoln. Like, at least like the likes of Roy Keane, you know, he had Sunderland and things like that, Ipswich. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, Lincoln? Awful manager, man. Awful manager. That brings us to the next point. He's an awful pundit. He will literally just say stuff for the sake of being controversial. Well and truly does. And, I mean, you see BT, right? And it is honestly awful. Their punditry, I mean, you've got like Karen Kearney, you've got Joe Cole, who's a boring bastard, you know, you've Michael Owen, who's the worst. I mean, Robbie Savage can be alright in terms of banter, but I mean, at the end of the day, he was a shit footballer and all that, and he's just another one of them, right? But I will say this, I will give him a bit of credit. When Scottish football is getting slabbered about, or, you know, being belittled, he does stand up for it. But again, how much is that more of a loyalty to Celtic thing? Which of course it kind of will be, but rather than actually looking out for Scottish football, in reality, he's just looking out for the fact, oh, I played for Celtic and you know, I'm going to stand up for them, you know. But again, I don't mind that wee bit when he does that. But reason number 5, unsportsmanlike actions in the 1996-97 season, where Arsenal were going to get a throw in back to them for Newcastle, but no, not Newcastle, the fuck it, Blackburn, man, that's who it was. Blackburn, no Newcastle. It was Alan Shearer got the mighty move to Newcastle, but yeah, he decided to. He basically did what Tillman did, but there was no miscommunication about it, and even his own manager buried him. And at the end of the season, this move by him is actually what cost Arsenal Champions League football that year. So yeah, Chris Sutton, unsportsmanlike, but I'm sure he was probably still slabbering about Michael Beale. And if he was slabbering about Michael Beale's decision to Partick Thistle, that probably just, confirms the fact that wee Chris Sutton was a bit of a cheat, guys. But anyway, he's a pish pundit, he's obsessed with Rangers, he blew his own World Cup chances, and in general, he's an arsehole. So until next time, peace.